It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And welcome to the LBS Advent Calendar, day 22. What is it, Sarah?
Booker's Backyard Barbecue.
It's the one we put in. This is our contribution
That's right.
to the calendar.
Is that my handwriting? I think it is.
It is. So this is the 2018-02 Backyard Barbecue, as we said.
128 point...
Something. I think it's 128.
I think it is. I think it is.
Why didn't we write that on the... Oh, we did. 128.8. Sure did. A higher proof one than typically. They're usually around the 125 to 127-ish.
Yeah, this is...
I feel like this one's kind of a...
touch of an outlier.
Well, there's some 129s and stuff out there.
Yeah.
But
it's on the end.
It's on the higher end.
It's not in the middle of the bell curve.
We picked this one because of the ones we've had, and we've still yet to have the 2018-04.
We look every time we go to the store.
Where are you, Jim Beam? So I guess of the three of the 2018s that we've had, this one was definitely kind of like the outlier. It, for better or worse, it stuck out there.
So when you said, where are you, where are you, Jim Beam? I heard that song from The Grinch, Where Are You, Christmas?
Oh.
But instead of Where Are You, Christmas, it was Where Are You, Bookers? Why can't I find you?
I don't know if I know that song.
Oh, we'll have to play it later. It's funny. You all know what I'm talking about. The little Who girl sings it.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, just rewrite it so it's about Bookers. It'll be funny.
There you go.
All right. Oh, Bookers. Talk to me, Bookers.
Talk to me. Of course, nutty, but also a syrupy type of influence there.
Yeah, dark, syrupy, caramely.
Yeah.
But with that char, I feel like we've been saying that a lot lately.
Sure.
But I think that those are also synonymous with really good bourbon.
Yeah.
So.
What you really write home about this one is in the taste. So let's just go ahead and get to that. Wow.
Hot.
That's a kick in the glass.
But I'm not going to lie. I think yesterday's 1792 Full Proof with no water was hotter.
Yeah.
It burned me up more than this one, which is
This is
higher
more
proof.
of an enjoyable heat. Because it's also bringing this wave of really flavorful syrup and nut and vanilla and caramel, your typical flavors, and barrel influence.
Yeah, the barrel.
Like pine. It's almost like a pine. With the oak.
I'm so sorry. At least we have more. No, we don't. There was ink in that.
Yeah. And we're back from that. Little party foul.
It was bound to happen eventually.
I guess.
That's the worst one that's ever happened.
That's true.
Yep.
What were we saying? I don't even remember.
Anyway.
Oh, it's like the same heat wave that was brought on with the 1792, but I feel like it's bringing a lot more with it in that wave. And we were talking about how it's like the syrup and the nuttiness and almost kind of like a honey in there. It's just... Oh, I was describing the wood. It's like not just like the typical oak. It's almost like a pine. It's like
you said pine, and I was like, blah.
And you're like, pine? That's the secret word of the day.
Something like that. Yeah. Oh, it warms your soul.
Wow, it's... You know what this reminds me
Booker's
of?
is like the chicken soup of bourbon.
It is. But you know what this reminds me of?
What does this remind you of?
It sort of tastes like the 30th.
Okay, I thought that's where you were going. I hear you on that.
Yeah, it's got that certain je ne sais quoi, right? that certain something that's hard to put your finger on.
They're definitely cousins.
Yeah, they're cousins. It's like
First cousin, twice
removed. It's there. The 30th anniversary Booker's is what we're talking about, and we've opened it recently, and we're over the moon about it.
Love it.
And this, especially apart from like the 2018-01 and 03, this one, again, why we picked it is because it was more of an outlier flavor-wise. And now that we've had the 30th, it's like this does share a lot in common.
Their DNA is more similar.
Yeah.
Than say like the Kentucky Chew.
Man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This is definitely more unique than the Kentucky Chew. And the first offering from this year is also kind of...
It's a little bit different. They're all a little different this year. But But they all are.
Not that they're forgettable, but maybe a little bit less remarkable.
In our opinion.
Actual mileage may vary. And then, of course, on the ends, you get chocolate. Dark notes.
That really good chocolate-covered peanut in the middle.
This would be a great campfire bourbon.
Oh, yeah. I think this bourbon is going to be okay anywhere.
Yeah.
I would like it in a box. I would like it with a fox. I would like it in a house.
You're just on the Dr. Seuss kick.
I would like it in a mouse. With a mouse. Not in a mouse. You could get a mouse drunk, but I don't recommend it.
And this one being 128.8 and the Booker's 30th being 125 and some change. I feel like, that might be kind of
that's where they're
the
connecting.
difference.
Yeah.
Do you have enough to put some water?
Ooh, I have like one sip.
Here.
You want to combine?
Yeah. I'll just...
Are you sure you want to give this to me? Because I might... Oh.
So while this kind of settles, we want to just say, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, or leave us a comment or question down below. We would appreciate it greatly. When Osco lets you know about speaking English. It's really easy and fun.
And fun to do, yeah.
Also let you know about whiskeyambitions.com. It's our new home on the interwebs for our merch and other bourbon and whiskey inspired apparel and glassware, and a lot more coming soon.
Yep.
Sarah will tell you about Patreon.
Check us out on Patreon. It's patreon.com/itsbourbonnight. And join our conversation and be a part of the community. And boom, that's all. That's all you need to know. Just go look. You should check out our Amazon influencer page. It's amazon.com/shop/itsbourbonnight and browse maybe some gifts for yourself at this point, because let's be real, you're cutting it way too close.
We'll call them New Year's gifts.
New Year's gifts, yeah.
And then lastly, you can follow us on all of them social medias at It's Bourbon Night. So we're going to give this a little bit more time to mingle and marry, and then we'll be back and see what this water has done. All right, so we've come back. Let's sit for about 10 minutes. We had 3 drops of water. Man, that smells like just walking into a rick house. It really does.
It really does. I was like, oh, why is that so good and nostalgic? And you nailed it.
Nailed it.
Bullseye, that's exactly what it is.
All right, let's see what it did to the taste.
It took away, or it tamed some of those really good desserty notes that I was liking.
Yeah.
And
Also took kind of the fire away.
yeah, it did, but there's also still this like burn on the front of my tongue that I expect to go with that fire.
Yeah.
And there's less fire, but there's still that tingle burn.
So you're kind of like, why is this here?
Why is this here? Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. I like it still, of course, but
Yeah.
I'm just nitpicking at this point, and like those are things that I miss about the uncut version.
Right. Yeah. And that's the whole thing about Booker's, right? Uncut, unfiltered.
It's intended to be at that proof for a reason.
Of course, experiment.
Sure.
And drink it the way you like, obviously. For us, I'd probably take it straight out of the bottle.
I mean, me too, except for like in the dead of summer, if I really want a Booker's,
Oh, yeah.
I'll get a
Pour over
giant
a
ice
giant
beer,
cube.
so it's like chilled, but not.
Yeah.
And you could always do the whiskey stones too if you really don't want to water it down, because I just 128.8 in 100-degree weather. No.
Probably not the best
I think
thing.
I'm gonna catch on fire at that point. The sun will literally light me on fire.
But we still want to be drinking bourbon, even on those days.
Of course.
So that's where you put a, ice cube
Couple
in
drops
it,
of
or
water.
a couple drops of water, whatever you need.
Whatever floats your boat.
Recommend. Totally recommend. Awesome one. That's why I put it in there. Because it's great.
I remember now.
I remember now, yeah. What we got coming up tomorrow in the home stretch?
New Riff single barrel proof.
Okay,
Very
113.9
exciting.
proof. All right, looking forward
New things coming from them.
forward to that. Sweet, day 23. Two more to go.
Two more.
That'll do it for us. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow for our second to last of this Advent calendar. Until then, drink more bourbon. It's like a chicken walker.
You're a chicken walker.
Ooh, look at them legs.
Ooh, them legs though.
It's a chicken walker. Don't let any Ewoks know.